A couple of weeks ago, I came onto my stories to share the exciting news that I was invited to be a guest judge for a Reduce, Reuse, Recycle catwalk hosted by Boyso 2 at the Knitting and Stitching Show this weekend in London. Creating my outfit for the occasion meant resuming a refashioning project that started about 10 months ago when I found this amazing tartan suit in a charity shop. I had already refashioned the skirt into a pair of trousers, although I did pick it up this week to give it one final set of alterations, which involved taking in the waistband and reducing the crotch length. Now it was time to work on the jacket. I did start deconstructing her not long after making the trousers, but it was now time to begin her refashion in earnest. This went on to become the most epic alteration I have ever done. First, I removed the collar so that I could move the shoulder seams down. I replaced the dated trim on this collar with a much smarter and more modern black binding. I took in the side seams and side back seams and reshaped the armhole to reduce the shoulder width. I then had to make some corresponding changes to the two-piece sleeve to get it to fit back into the newly shaped armhole. I replaced the trim on the pockets with the same black binding I used on the collar, inserted some shoulder pads, and finally I shortened the bottom hem by 2.5 inches. That was before I could even get to work on the lining. I started by deconstructing the original lining into its constituent pieces. I had to make sure to replicate all of the alterations I made to the outer blazer onto each of the lining pieces as well. I used these to cut a whole new lining for the jacket using remnants of silk from my stash. After constructing all of the lining pieces together, I was able to start attaching it to the jacket, starting with the front and back facings. After fully attaching and closing up the lining, all that was left was to sew on a new button, and she's ready for her first outing to the Ali Pali tomorrow. Stay tuned for the full outfit reveal.